6. Dutch project. But I couldn't shelve the project in a corner of my mind for another 20 years. I had bragged about it to my friend Laurie. Laurie has an antique store in the East Village and makes beautiful twisted animals out of fabric. One day I animated one of those animals, and it was the beginning of a chaotic succession of dramas that you can experience in the science of sleep. Over the years, we managed to take our non-relationship bearable, but she will always be an artistic compass for me. She seemed impressed by my protocol concept, so I couldn't disappoint her. I know it's not very mature to undertake a difficult task only for the sake of getting approval from someone you care for, but I can't help it. Anyhow, I have made a living out of this condition. I had to find a way. It was at this point that Jeffrey Date reminded me that we had planned to do an exhibition relating to Beacon and Rewind similar to the one we had presented 2 years before for the science of sleep. I had initially thought of a complex installation involving 50 computerized ropes that would form a complicated and constantly moving patterns. It was an idea that had originally popped into my head when I was asked to art direct an opera in Germany, but since it never came to fruition, I was hoping that maybe it could come to be a Dutch project. This condition is called self-recycling, and it's a common affliction in creativity. When you have an idea that you really want to see in the real world, you will do anything, even make a few creative sacrifices, in order for it to exist. The same was true for my idea of the neighborhood movie club. I was willing to do anything to see it come to light. So I had two options at Dutch project, the rope installation and the movie club. In order to weigh the two, I had to ignore the fact that I was supposed to make an actual physical exhibition. So I asked another inspirational friend, Gabrielle, which one she preferred, the mechanical rope installation or the filmmaking utopia. Gabrielle fills up little squares with people to tell stories. When they speak, they are balloons, but she always includes the feet in the squares. Without hesitation, she said, the one where you make your own film. That was enough to convince me. My personality is soft plasticine that is constantly modeled by the finger of pretty girls. In trying to impress them, I transform myself into a shapeless soft magma, which is anything but impressive. This pathology was exemplified in my collection of creepy little gifts displayed at the Science of Sleep exhibition. Jeffrey was also very much in favor of the film factory. Although he is not a pretty girl, his expertise was of a great importance to me. In my initial system, the gathering place was only used for workshopping, prepping the shoot, and screening. The neighborhood and its surroundings would serve as the set. This is still the idea at its purest because it requires hardly any setup, allowing it to take place anywhere in the world. But since I was adapting the concept for a gallery, I ultimately decided that it was best to build 16 different sets as part of the exhibition. Although this wasn't the original idea, the failure in Pesach made me more open to change. This time the whole protocol would take place in one space. All the brainstorming, planning and filming would be completed in a 2-hour session. The time limit would leave no room for discouragement or delinquency. I kept the idea of splitting the exercise into 2 different workshops to reflect my initial concept of the 2 meetings. I saw that moving from workshop 1 to workshop 2 would provide a sort of reward and stimulate the focus. No boring meetings, no flyers, no snack, just one giant filmmaking machine. All the shooting would take place in the gallery, so we created a wide variety of interactive sets to ensure a diversity of stories. I had remembered the Universal Studio backlot in Burbank where Back to the Future was shot, as well as a million other movies. Many times when my son was visiting me in Los Angeles, we would take the Universal Studio tour bus to visit the Psycho Hotel, the Spartacus landmarks, the flooding river, the big plastic shark that would eat the dummy fisherman and pour red paint into the small pond, the real King Kong, the earthquake in the subway, and the lava tunnel. We loved the ride, never got tired of it. Especially when the bus would pass near the giant black telephone I had used for my Foo Fighter video. Once, while riding the bus, we even happened to see Karen, my girlfriend, when she was working at Universal Costume Storage on a bus circuit. Life was beautiful. I had actually planned to use every single set of the backlot for my proposed first movie, The Green Hornet, which never got made. You can see how eager I was at first to embrace the Hollywood system. Hollywood, it seems, did not want to embrace me back. But too bad for the Burp Bank. Here, I was in New York about to create a backlot of my own. I quickly make a list of all sorts of sets, both interior and exteriors, that could support the maximum variety of story. I generally don't think too long on matters such as these. It's pointless because it will never be perfect, and I think spontaneity is an important asset in decision making. After completing my list, I crossed out the set that seems unrealistic to build. Of course, I knew that the selection of sets I had made would have a serious impact on the outcome of the films. The two sets that had the most influence of the series were the junkyard and the doctor's office. The junkyard induced episode of drug dealers, Rebirth of the Game, prophetic homeless, Wombstone, and homeless werewolf, Night of the Erotic Moon. Similarly, the doctor's office led to stories of human birthing dogs, Dirty Pretty Duckies, a nurse search for the cure to the zombie children virus, Blood on the Floor, and the life-changing proctology experiences, Elliot's Middle Crisis or How to Kill a Man in 10 Days. Most of the other sets were natural background for the stories, although I can tell that numerous ideas came from these sets as well, such as the cafe in All Started in a Cafe, the forest in the mystical Sasquatch of Doom, the car and people with scars in house, and the bedroom in Mushroom Head. I organized the sets in a especially efficient way, making use of multiple sets by connecting them through windows and doors. From the living room, you could see the street. From the street, you saw the interior of the cafe. Everything was designed in order to allow at least a semblance of continuity in the film. Finally, we constructed the video store from Beacon Rewind. After the groups completed their film, they would design their own VHS box, which would be displayed on the video racks. In the corner of the store, we had a screening area with 15 chairs on a large TV. Once the group had finished shooting, they would watch it together there. The video store was the start and the finish of the project. The final list consisted of long corridor, exterior street with parked car and coffee, interior coffee mini store, interior living room kitchen with view of street, interior bedroom with video image projected in the window, 4 options: forest, city, day, night, exterior forest with fake camp and optional tent, interior doctor's gynecologist office that could be transformed into police station. No one made the transformation. Building staircase and apartment doors. Static escalator with video projection of a mall moving up or down. Wasteland with cardboard house and some trash. Interior of the parked car. The gas pedal will change the speed of the video projection of a street with 4 options: city, countryside, day, night. Exterior of the same car. A mini car placed on a spinning belt with passing car connected to a video screen of a landscape that would move at the same speed, with the same 4 options: city, countryside, day, night. Interior of a moving train with a video image projected through the window. 4 options: city, countryside, day, night. Exterior of the moving train, same principle as the minicar.